guys, Rachybop here, back with another kind of candy video. It's just chocolate. I'm doing Hershey's versus Cadbury's. After doing my American candy taste test and having such a reaction to that, most people are upset that I didn't like Hershey's chocolate. I've grown up on Cadbury's, British chocolate. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. It's not an insult to your country if I don't like the chocolate that you guys eat. So don't take it so personally. But here to cause more controversy, I'm going to do Hershey's versus Cadbury's. I'm going to be very open-minded and I'm going to try to avoid the word nice and just see how this goes. So I've chosen 4 Hershey's bars and the 4 kind of easily comparable Cadbury's versions of those as best I can. So I'm going to start with these. This is the Cadbury's Dairy Milk, which is just a basic milk chocolate bar, and the Hershey's milk chocolate, or creamy milk chocolate. I do really like the packaging for Hershey's. I think it's really special and feels a bit like a Wonka bar, and I like the colour that we use for chocolate here, the purple. There's no rhyme or reason behind it, it's just brilliant. And I know this is totally biased because I know I love this, I know I do. And this, I can't remember what it tastes like, to be honest, so let's see if I can compare. I'll start with this because the chances are I won't like it, so I don't want to end with the taste of this in my mouth. I do have some drinks behind me just to take them out. It smells alright. Okay, so Hershey's. It's okay, but it's like it's just missing something. It's quite bitter and it kind of tastes like when you get really cheap chocolate here, and I don't mean that offensively, but it just, to me, that's like a cheap chocolate. If it wasn't wrapped in a Hershey's wrapper, I would say you couldn't get Cadbury's, so you bought the cheap one. So this one, I can't really tell you how they compare price wise because I obviously had to ship the others in. This one is kind of round, but this is a new thing, they haven't always been like that. Oh. It's just so nice. I don't even know what the difference is, but it's just such a different taste. And I guess it kind of doesn't work in my favour because it puts me off most of the chocolates. Okay, the next one I have is creamy milk chocolate with hazelnuts, and then the UK version I've already eaten some of. Dairy milk whole nut, which is hazelnuts. I know I like that one. But let's try this one. I'm already feeling quite sick actually. Smells smells very different. I'm breaking off really small pieces because if you've ever done a candy taste test, you'll know that you get sick really quickly. It's got little pieces of hazelnut in. It's a lot nicer than the plain bar. Very, very hazelnutty. It's a lot nicer, but I really love hazelnuts. Kind of takes the edge of the bitterness of the chocolate. And this Cadbury's version is very similar to the previous, but as you see, it's got huge whole hazelnuts in there. Really yummy. If you totally disagree with me, feel free to do your own Hershey's versus Cadbury's video and, you know, buy the 2 different types taste test them and honestly say why you prefer, which one you prefer. I think with that hazelnut one it's a close call. I liked both of them, but I definitely prefer the Cadbury's. Okay, next is this Hershey's Air Delight Aerated Milk Chocolate. So it's a bit thicker, but most of the Hershey's is quite thin, so I guess they had to make it thicker to put the air in. And this is the Cadbury's version, which is a Whisper. These actually disappeared from our shelves a while back, and then they were very rare, and now they've come back. They're a very popular chocolate bar. So I'll start with the Hershey's. And I can't imagine it being too different from the milk chocolate. Oh. Big chunks, just like a Whisper inside. Nicer texture. And there's that bitterness. Oh. I've had too much now. Pop is probably not a good thing to drink. And now for the Whisper. Again, I know I'm totally biased with this. But again, I think it's just the bitterness of Hershey's. And I love America, and I love Americans. So don't be offended. This is just one plain chunk of a bar, whereas that was blocks. It's just so nice. It's just like, there's no bitterness. It's really smooth. Probably, maybe they put more milk into it. I'm not sure. And the next ones I have to test before I vomit are these dark chocolates. So this is the Hershey's dark chocolate, and this is the Cadbury's version. It's Cadbury Bonneville Classic Dark Chocolate. It's not a bar that I'm very familiar with, so this is probably the most fair part of this taste test. Two bars that I have very little experience with. And dark chocolate obviously doesn't have milk, so perhaps this might not be so different from the Cadbury's one. That is very strong. I don't think any of these Hershey's bars I would buy, but if you like strong dark chocolate, that's one of the strongest I've tasted. Okay, and last but not least, hopefully, we have this Cadbury's Bonneville, which is a dark chocolate. It smells pretty much the same as the Hershey's one. It's very dark. It's a lot sweeter than the Hershey's one. Something in the Hershey's makes me shudder and kind of pushes me over the edge, whereas this one hasn't done that. It's not making me shudder. This just feels, it tastes a lot sweeter, so perhaps it's more sugar and more milk in the milk ones that's kind of made me conform to the Cadbury's way of chocolate. And now when I have chocolate that doesn't have that, which is probably a more pure chocolate cocoa that's not been messed with in Hershey's, that affects me. For my Cadbury's versus Hershey's, Cadbury's wins every time. It's so much nicer. But that is just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below, Cadbury's or Hershey's, whichever you prefer. Bring it on. Don't forget to like this video, regardless of your opinion of Cadbury's or Hershey's. If you like this video, click like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share this with your friends and enemies. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go throw up now. Bye!